But we're going to keep the momentum going around service parts and after sales. Our next speaker is helping drive CATL's international presence and customer satisfaction. She'll be sharing a keynote on how CATL is rapidly rolling out new service centers for after sales across Europe and the Middle East, and what that means for the company's growing needs around digitalization, logistics, and strategic partnerships. Many of you may know her in this room already. She's a great advocate for us at Automotive Logistics, but please welcome Saba Azizi, Head of Service Network and Business Development After Sales in EMEA at CATL. Thank you. Thanks, Saba.
Thank you so much. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you, Israfil. You did a great presentation. So my presentation is a bit long. It's 40 slides. I want to tell you in advance. I don't want to make you tired, but most of this is picture. I try to skip it. Okay. So maybe some of you don't know a lot about information about the CATL. Then I would like to start with a brief introduction about the CATL company, which established in 2011. But I want to stress on this point that CATL before was existed. 1999, we started to produce the battery for the iPhone. And then from 2011, we stepped into the new market for the EV main business. We are providing the cell, module, pack, rack, container, and power station for the energy storage system. So this is all about our footprint. Where do we have the factory in China? We have more than 15 factories in China. But the most important focus for this conference, I think, is about our overseas factory. The first one was built in 2018 in Germany, northeast part of Germany, Thuringia. And then the second one is in Debrecen, Hungary, in terms of the size, I don't know, maybe 20 times bigger than the Germany size. And the third one is a joint venture with the Stellantis group in Zaragoza, Spain. So this is absolutely my favorite slide. All of this number that you see, 21,000 people, talent people, I would say, are working for our research and development department. So this is just a statement how the chairman of the CATL put the value of the technology. And he believes that this is a technology who can keep our position in the industry safe. And we got an incredible result. So for the EV, we are leading the battery technology, almost secured 38% of the EV battery market globally in the world, and also 37% of the ESS battery market also globally in the world belongs to CATL. And about our solution for the passenger car, so we are literally providing the solution for all the type of the electrical passenger car, starting from full electrical car to BEV, PHEV, up to 12 voltage small battery for the passenger car. So we are not limited here. We are also providing the solution for the different commercial application solution for the road passenger, urban delivery, urban cleaning solution, and also heavy-duty truck transportation, vessel solution, two-wheel vehicle solution, and recently the aviation solution. So in the right side, you see we also provided more than 150 swapping stations for the heavy-duty truck. So you can go to this swapping station, less than 50 minutes, the battery will be swapped, changed, and then you can continue to drive. So this is all about our project in a different country, different location to stabilize the grid, reduce the energy cost, and help the future sustainable energy. All the sky view of all the application which can be equipped with the CATL battery. This is the logo of all of the company who are working for the different application, passenger car, commercial vehicle, and the best project with us. And our daughter company, ChocoSwap, it says a battery swapping solution for the passenger car. So most of the people, they have the concern for the range of the battery, for time consuming of charging the battery, and the high ownership cost of the battery. So we address all of this concern, and we come up with a solution to provide the battery swapping solution for this passenger car. In this solution, the battery will be the share asset. So you go to this swapping station, battery will be changed less than 5 minutes. You take your coffee and continue to drive. So let's focus on the most important topic for this event, how we are providing the after sales in overseas countries. So nowadays, we have 1,200 service stations around the world, but the majority of them, of course, are based in China, almost 800 of the service stations based in China, because, more than 80 or 85% of the EV battery market in China belongs to CATL. But in overseas, we also established more than 400 service stations in the overseas country, and we have quite strict commitment for our customer, 24 hours response and 24 hours arrival on site. This is the footprint from our global service network in a different region, North America, South America, Europe, Middle East, Africa region in the middle side, which is my focus, and Asia Pacific. And now, coming to this lovely map. So I had a discussion this week. I was in a meeting with our new customer in Bulgaria, and one of my colleagues said something which was really interesting for me. She said, "You are the mother of all of this company." I said, yes, because when we started to work at CATL to start this overseas after-sales service network in 2021, maybe we had maximum 2 or 3 service stations for the whole Europe, Middle East, Africa region. But as you see here now, we almost have 180 service stations. So literally, wherever we have distributed the battery, both for EV and ESS, we have also provided the local service partner. And this is about all the maintenance scenario, what we are providing. I just want to emphasize about the number of the service station again, plus 170, plus 1,000 certified technician by us. So all of this number for the technician that you see have been trained, certified, empowered by CATL. And we have the great support and fast response, as I said, for 24 hours. So let's go to the next topic. This is our achievement for starting from last year. So Ning Service is our CATL flagship store brand. And in this map, this road map, you see the CATL after sales department was born in 2015. And in the middle of 2024, we come up with the idea to provide the full solution for our customer, not limited to the service. And this is our strategy for the after sales. Maybe it's just a little bit hidden code and you don't understand it, but it's I'm gonna let you know. 1 + N + M. This is our construction strategy for the after sales. Not only here I wrote EMEA because EMEA is my focus region, but it's globally and also in domestic China we follow this strategy. 1 refers to the basic level of the cooperation with CATL, where we can provide the normal service for the battery maintenance, battery repair for our customer. But as I said, the market is growing so fast, and we don't want to be limited to the only providing the service. We want to include all of the function for the battery after sales life cycle and create the closed loop. So that's why we made a decision to come up with the N + M. N is the share and M is the co-creation. But what is M? So in this M category, we already included all the other business function, like battery repair area, battery maintenance area, training center, showroom area, and all the other function to support the after-sales services for battery. And M, it's about collaborating with the local service partner in each country to explore in each local market which application can be, included in this Ning Service Experience Center. So this is our first flagship store. The opening ceremony was this January. 6th of January this year, we opened our first flagship store in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh, about 7,500 square meter. all of the function which I mentioned in this construction strategy for 1 plus N plus M have been already integrated, included in this flagship store. So the market is a little bit young in Saudi Arabia, but we want to just make sure that through this Ning service, we can deliver the full support to our customer. So we already included this training center, battery rework area, battery maintenance area, showroom area, and also our Ning service there is the dealer of the construction machinery and also commercial vehicle, which is equipped with the CATL battery. Okay, this is the first one in Europe. We had the opening ceremony last November in Netherlands, in Eindhoven. Also, and how we are empowering, let's come back to the main topic, how we are empowering the service network in overseas countries. So first is coming with the training. Now we are providing the L1, L2, and recently L3 training in our training center in overseas countries. So L1 is done through the e-learning platform, but L2 and L3 should be done in the in-person training in our overseas training center. This is the footprint of our training center. We have 8 training centers in overseas country, and we are offering the training in the multiple languages, as in Chinese, English, Spanish, French, German, and also Italian. And this is all of the list of the tools and equipment which have been specifically designed for the CATL product. Because when we start to cooperate with our service networks, most of the time they already, they are already expert in this market, and they said we have our own tools and equipment, but this is our solution for the tools and equipment, which is specifically designed for our own product. So after the training, this is the list of the job that our technician from the service station will be able to execute on project site on behalf of CATL. For the electrical vehicle, as you see, we have different phases: vehicle diagnostic, pre-delivery inspection, battery repair, technical support, and proactive maintenance. Same for the energy storage system. After getting the training, L1, L2, and as I said, L3, the technician will be able to do the job for all the different phases, starting from commissioning, operation and maintenance, corrective maintenance, safety inspection, and also remote support. And we have the great key account local service team to support the customer, and also field service engineer to support our customer or our service station when it's needed. This is about our spare part distribution, how we are providing the spare part, which is one of the most important concern. As you see, we have our own regional distribution center, we have our own bonded warehouses, and we have our own joint warehouse with our overseas service station, with all of this service network if they have the capability. So we try to store our spare part in order to deliver the spare part on the project site faster. So this is all about the end-of-life battery operation workflow. So as I said, in case that any problem happen and any failure in the battery happen, our overseas service agent will be on site to check the problem. And if the problem cannot be solved and more details check needed, we will send it for the regional distribution center. And if any in-depth looks will be needed, it goes to the next step, which is the battery repair center. And if any major refurbishment will be needed, we will send it for the remanufacturing center. And when it's come to the end of the life, it goes to the next step, which is the last step, it's recycling. So for recycling, at the moment, we are cooperating with our recycling partner. As you see in the EMEA region, this is the footprint of the recycling partner, which are cooperating with us for the recycling. But in China, our daughter company, which is 100% owned by CATL, Bromp company, has the technology to recycle 99.6% of the raw material of the battery and bring it back to the first step of the production line. We are trying to bring this technology to Europe and hope that we will see this technology soon in Europe. So this is all about our battery repair center footprint. Again, my focus in on EMEA region, but I put also the other region to show the overseas capability of CATL. And this is all about our big data platform. So in traditional after sales, when the failure in a battery happened, the customer will call us, and we need to do a lot of preparation in terms of the manpower, spare part to complete and prepare the full package to deliver the service on the project site. But our big data team, and they have started to collect a lot of information from the different project sites, from the different production line, from our battery cells. And what we learned, the battery behavior cells follow the specific pattern. So with this knowledge, we could categorize the risk, and we could come up with the conclusion to generate the early warning. So because especially for the energy storage system, the system availability request from the customer, the expectation is very high. And in order to keep this expectation from the customer, you cannot fulfill the wishes from the customer with the traditional method. That's why we come up with this support with the big data platform. But of course, this demands the collaboration between the OEM and also the tier 1 supplier to share the data in order to get the best result out of it. And so this is the last slide. Sorry to make you tired. It's about the carbon neutrality plan. I think it's a very hot topic nowadays. CATL has started to reach this target for the core operation by the end of last year, and we have the plan to reach the carbon neutrality plan for the whole manufacturing process by the end of 2035. But we already have our own zero carbon factory in Yibin, China, in 2 locations, in Ningda, the headquarters of CATL, and also in Yibin, Sichuan province. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Saba. We're going to reset the stage for the panelists, but while we do that, Saba, I'm going to ask you a question, because there was a lot there and a lot to wrap up, which we'll definitely also explore in our panel, if we just step forward for the chairs. But in your presentation, we heard there how CATL is expanding its overseas service network for EV, but also energy storage systems. What challenges have you encountered when building this reliable EV after-sales network across so many international markets?
Well, actually, this is a very relevant question, as you know, the building the service network for the EV, supporting the EV, is completely different from the combustion engine traditional automotive industry, because it's demands. You know, each country has their own. The most complicated problem is about the regulation. So each country has their own regulation about the safety, about the transportation of the dangerous good, about the you know, high voltage certification demand. So we need to comply with all of this requirement and regulation country by country. And even in some country, city by city, it's different. So for example, for storage, the dangerous good in Germany, state by state is different, the regulation. This is one of the most important challenge for us. And the other thing is about the technical expertise. Mm-hmm. So about the technical expertise, as I said, this market is a sophisticated market. So it's demand the sophisticated people who have been well-trained, well-ready, well-equipped in order to deliver the safe, reliable service. And the other problem is about the collaboration. So for example, for this big data platform, which I shared, now the platform is ready. We have the full knowledge about this, but you know, the data security, sharing the data, it's still this. I mean,
difficulty.
I would say, yeah, this is very difficult, especially in Europe, and hope that in the future this collaboration will be better and we can share the data together. I mean, between all of this player in the industry, starting from OEM, logistic company, service station, there must be a very good collaboration in order to reach the full target for the ecosystem, create the well-prepared ecosystem.
Perfect. Thank you, Saba. We're definitely going to unpack some of those themes around collaboration. We've heard so much about data sharing and how important it is across the event today, so I'm really glad you reinforced that.